What's going on, man? It's your boy, my man, back at you again with another video. Today, we're going to do this guy I just ran across. It is titled, They Just Got Raided by the Decoy Voice. Never seen this guy. He's got 100,000 subscribers. This is the first time I've ever seen him. So we're going to do a blind reaction of ICE raiding LA. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
LA literally looks like a scene out of The Patriot, and that's exactly what I voted for. As Fox News shows
That's
us,
right.
massive ICE raids have begun.
That's what I voted for, too. Get them the hell out. If they don't belong here and they didn't come the legal way, then they have to go. They have to go.
In the sanctuary city of Los Angeles, even carrying American flags as hundreds of Border Patrol agents arrived to clear MacArthur Park. With Julio Rosas posting, they even brought back the armored cop cavalry.
Now, MacArthur Park, that's like one of the famous parks in LA. I'm not real familiar, but I believe that is like one of the most famous parks in California. When it comes, but yeah, they brought everybody out. They got horses, they got American flags waving them. Hey, look, to me and to everybody else, this isn't immigration. This is an invasion. When you come to American streets waving your country's flag, if your country's so great, then why the hell are you here? They, like in Mexico, there's a video in Mexico of a woman that says, speak Spanish, use pesos, this and that. Americans are running our country. It's just the opposite. Like, so the protesters in Mexico are more like us, conservatives in America. But the liberals, they would hate the liberals because the liberals are for it. And the Mexican people are like, no, we don't want Americans here. And America's like, no, if they don't belong here, we don't want them here. So it's like reverse. So the liberals here are really idiotic people because if you look in other countries that they support, they will stone you till you are dead for being in the alphabet community. And just like in Mexico right now, they don't care. They don't want Americans there. We don't want Mexicans here. We don't want anybody here that don't belong here. If you belong in America, you stay in America or get the hell out.
Now, LA Mayor Karen Bass posted this video of the raid,
Karen Bass is a
captioning it
cunt.
with, "Minutes before 20 kids were playing, then the military comes through.
Yeah.
The second I heard about it, I went to the park to tell them to end it." And on brand, the local Karen did arrive, as Bill Mallusion shows her getting on the phone surrounded by the press. Later reporting the Border Patrol chief that she spoke.
Let's see what it says. Bill Mallusion said, "No, I just spoke to Border Patrol Chief Gregory Bovino, the USVPC chief-elect, who was the official on the phone with LA Mayor Karen Bass, who was a joke, by the way, and let her whole city burn along with Gavin Newsom. MacArthur Park today. I asked him for his message to her. She said, I asked him for his message to her as she demands the raids to end. I don't work with Karen Bass. Better get used to us now because this is going to be normal very soon. We will go anywhere, anytime we want in Los Angeles." Oh.
Spoke to stated, "I don't work for Karen Bass. Get used to us, as this will be normal very soon. We go anywhere, anytime we want in Los Angeles." This type of energy is exactly what I voted for, as
That's
I
right.
once
Me
lived
too,
near
baby.
MacArthur Park, and I knew it as a place that looked pretty in pictures and TV, but was basically a lawless, homeless encampment in real life.
That's
So
what
when
I
the
heard.
city is literally burning down, Mayor Bass is too busy partying in Africa. But when the feds come in to enforce the law, our local Karen is mere minutes away to accomplish nothing but a couple sound bites for the press.
All Karen Bass is trying to do is make it look good for all the liberals out there. Oh, please vote for me again. Please vote for me again. But I tell you what, I hope that the 32 or 38 states that's needed, I think it's 32, needed or something to pass the term limits on senators and Congress, and I think that is a great idea, man, because this lady here is a joke, and California is hell because of it. Man, when I was a kid growing up, I dreamed, man, I want to go to California. Man, get in that Pacific Ocean water. No, not now. I want to stay as far away from California as I can get.
Mayor Bass.
Any comment, Mayor Bass?
Thank you.
Mayor Bass, any comment?
Yes, my comment is they need to leave, and they need to leave right now. They need to leave because this is unacceptable.
No.
Speak with.
Just wait and see.
Mayor Bass, who?
They should arrest her for harboring fugitives, right? A and B, aiding and abetting. Something. She should be charged with something.
They'll be leaving soon.
And interestingly, when she
Guys, like, I don't have this giggity damn thing here that they make where you can pay for the ad things. I'm just a small YouTuber, man. So you're going to see some ads get skipped in some videos. That's what it is here, man. We do everything off the top, off the cuff, and put it out. It's maybe not the best idea, maybe not the smartest, but it's my idea and it works.
When she posted her outrage on social media, she's just seeing more popular responses calling for her resignation, replying that she's crying that the kids aren't playing, but didn't seem to care that they were playing alongside criminals. With several people posting about how bad the area is on the daily,
Oh, yeah, it's
with
bad.
Traffic News LA showing us MacArthur Park is no place for kids to play.
No.
As just a few months
I wouldn't let
ago,
my
even the
kids
Los
play.
Angeles Times had the mayor acknowledging how bad it is, reporting on the gang shootings, substance use, syringes, and homelessness, highlighting how the park vendors are a staple of the immigrant community, selling stolen property, substances, and even firearms. You'd think a city that just had to lay off several police employees would gladly accept federal assistance in cleaning up the areas that the kids play at.
You
But
would
no,
think, but
she
no,
can
they
only
don't.
show up when it comes to protecting the status quo of lawlessness that she's created. It's just interesting how places like Reddit will parrot those talking points, where basically this lady wrote a poem about how the parks in LA are seemingly empty now, as the ICE raids have made certain people afraid to come out.
Oh, well, yeah. So we got Mexicans at bottom of my hill, right where I live. Live back in the mountains almost, and at bottom of the hill, there's Mexicans that live down there. There was 22 of them as the last time that I knew about. There's a little building off to the side that's got showers and toilets in it and bunk beds that they sleep in. I would put money that they're illegal. Do I care? No, they don't bother nobody. They do their own thing. I don't care. Are they good people? I don't know. I haven't spoken to them all. Are they polite? Anytime I've ever met them, talked to them when I went to get the mail, they've been polite, courteous, kind. Had no problem with them. People's like, call ICE. I'm like, there's no problem. So I'm not going to cause a man a problem, even though he's not, Should I call and tell ICE that they're here? Maybe. Maybe. But they ain't bothering nobody. And my papa once told me, the more you stir in shit, the more it stinks. So I think I'm just going to leave them boys alone. But I tell you what, if they start that damn go-kart and them dirt bikes up again at midnight, I'm calling ICE on their ass. Done. Off.
And I wonder if anyone else who looks like me noticed. I wonder when they will and what they will do when they notice that there are no birthday parties in the park anymore.
Where the top replies echo the absence of barbecues and picnics at the parks. How this person provides party services. The fires hurt their business, but the raids are even worse. Even going as far to say, this is purposely destroying California's economy,
No.
conveniently ignoring the state's economy was already running a $12 billion deficit. So maybe these ICE raids
And plus the money laundering they're doing there. I mean, Gavin Newsom is getting a pinch off of it. Karen Bass is getting a pinch off of it. They won't even let the water flow to put out fires in California. That place is pathetic. That place is is like the asshole of the world. Is California.
Raids aren't destroying your economy, as I somehow doubt the tax dollars from bounty castles and food stands offset the $16 billion estimated for just Medicaid spending alone. No. Those social media posts pointing at empty spots at the park are no different than when Mayor Karen shows up to scold the cops while facing the cameras. But the most interesting aspect about all of this is these ICE raids have only increased. And there are local residents that are protesting this.
But this is some breaking news out of Los Angeles as a federal immigration enforcement operation is currently underway. You see a large crowd right there. LA Mayor Karen Bass is at the center of this large crowd. Is Mayor Bass right there demanding that the raids stop. And you can see that it's getting a little physical right there as the crowd is kind of pushing towards this police vehicle.
But there's really not that many of them anymore.
It's the other. He's camera person. Okay, one more.
Where Julio Rosa shows us maybe 3 of them are actually angry.
We are American citizens. This does not feel unsafe. I'm an American citizen.
Imagine the possibilities of
So this is, I'm an American citizen, so blase, 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 right? She's an American citizen. No, they're not an American citizen if they're getting deported.
Come do something. You want to get physical with me? Come do something. Silence. I see you. And you're press? What press are you from? Who are you from? Where are you on that side?
While weeks ago, they had basically an army of activists, incredibly well coordinated and aligned with other riots all across the country. But as we discussed a couple days ago, once the IRS stated they were going to look into who's funding the riots, alongside USAID being completely dismantled, suddenly they struggled to bring together even 100 activists, which really makes you wonder how organic this anti-ICE movement really was.
Exactly, because I seen, so on Trump, the day that Trump had his parade, no, not that day, there was another day that something big happened, I think it was the 4th of July, they were trying to protest. They couldn't even get like 100 people together. Streets were empty. Everybody was celebrating the 4th and celebrate being an American patriot, regardless of what party you're affiliated with. I am a die-hard, go-hard, stand fast, go strong conservative. And that's what I am. And that will not change for nothing, because the views that the liberals in the Democratic Party have are crazy. Those people are crazy. And with the USAID done, Hillary Clinton, Chelsea Clinton, they should be investigated, because that's how Chelsea Clinton was getting all her damn money, and nobody can change my mind. And I got a video that I can do about that as well.
As they successfully burned and looted Los Angeles, but didn't actually accomplish anything.
We're going to double down, triple down.
Tom home when you get them, Tom.
Not because we're a blue city or a blue state, because we know that's where the problem is. We know they're releasing public safety threats and national security threats to the streets every day because they don't honor our detainers. We know that.
I'm doing a reaction.
We don't have that problem like in Florida, where every sheriff in the state's working with us. So where we're going to send our assets, we're going to send them where the problem is.
Right. You don't send them to where there's no
I've said it before. We'll flood the zone of sanctuary cities. If they don't let us arrest a bad guy in the county jail, they're going to arrest him in the community. We're going to arrest them at a work site. And for those that say 3,000 a day is too much, I want to remind them, do the math. We'd have to arrest 7,000 every single day for the remainder of this administration just to catch once Biden released the nation.
Imagine being one of those unpaid activists in LA that idly stood by while your city was burned and looted in solidarity with Stop and ICE, only to see 100 federal agents stomp through your city on horseback, carrying the American flag like Mel Gibson in The Patriot. So I really wonder if they're just accepting defeat, as Alligator Alcatraz is officially open and accepting detainees.
I think our viewers at home should note that this is air-conditioned facility.
Big Trump.
If any of the news claims are keeping them out in the hot, humid South Florida, that is wrong. It's probably 62 degrees here, to be honest.
Hey, Biden wanted me in here, okay? He wanted me. It didn't work out that way, but he wanted me in here. That son of a bitch.
And even CNN admits this is what Americans want.
So what you're seeing essentially here is very...
wanted me in here. Okay, he wanted me. It didn't work out that way, but he wanted me in here. That son of a.
And even CNN admits this is what Americans want.
So what you're seeing essentially here is a very clear indication that a majority of Americans, in fact, when they're asked this blunt question, which I believe gets at the underlying feelings, do in fact want to deport all immigrants who are here illegally. There's no arguing with these different numbers because they're all essentially the same across 4 different pollsters.
So either they finally learned that destroying your own city does absolutely nothing for accomplishing social justice, or like I believe, their funding finally dried up and the masses don't organically destroy their own city.
That's exactly
So
right.
if you appreciate my concise, light-hearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, subscribe to Decoy Voice.
Decoy Voice. So guys, that was Decoy Voice. Y'all go over there and give him a follow, talking about LA. ICE going into LA yesterday, less than 24 hours ago, and rounding up some people. And I just want to say, so that was my son Jurassic Gage that kept coming in here while I kept doing this off screen and stuff. He kept coming in here, but like, I don't have a problem with foreigners, illegals, the color of your skin, anything. I have a problem with movement. So my movement is restricted from every other country that I go to, regardless of whether they are allies of America or not. I will be deported. I will be housed in a place just like that. Or, no, you know what? It would be worse than that, to be honest, because we got the best facilities in the world. But it's still awful. Even the best jails and prisons are the worst. So they're no fun. It's like going on a roller coaster and shitting yourself and then saying, oh, well, I shit myself on the Ferris wheel too. There's no difference. You still shit yourself. So you got the same thrill, I guess. It's basically, that's a comparison to that. But, Decoy Voice, I hope you don't mind that I reacted to your video. I appreciate y'all. And y'all know, man, I just stay loose, baby. And let's try to get these 4,000 hours of watch time so we can start monetizing these videos and doing what we need to do. And now I'm rambling. Now I'm having nothing to talk about. Go ICE, go Tom Homan, go JD Vance, go Trump. Get it. Get the GATA, boys. GATA.